This video is sponsored by MusicBed. So is slow motion dying in wedding films? I was recently on the Kitchen podcast with Jake and Nate from Runaway Vows, and my hot take about the wedding film industry was, I think slow motion is honestly holding us back as an industry.
Dang.
Oof.
Damn.
Now, some of you may completely disagree with me here, and that is totally okay. But let me tell you why I feel that slow motion is holding us back as an industry, how and when to use slow motion in an intentional and thoughtful way, and how to focus more on the imperfections of a wedding day to create a genuine and authentic story. So, how does slow motion hold us back? Because it simply isn't being used in an intentional way, and it's diluting the emotional connection that your viewer is supposed to have. Because you are removing a certain degree of authenticity from the moment when you are slowing down every single frame without any kind of motivation. I think we are relying a little too heavily on style over substance and trying to manufacture a dramatic effect. And while they are visually impressive, they tend to overshadow the real and heartfelt moments. The priority should always be to serve the story, and reserving slow motion for truly significant moments throughout the day, where it enhances the emotional impact without overpowering the narrative. Now, I'm not saying that all slow motion is bad. I still use it sporadically in my own films as well. But where it can become problematic and where we are seeing it be problematic in a lot of wedding films is when it is overused in every single frame without intention, without rhyme or reason, only to create drama. Now, drama is great in small doses, but when it's overinflated, emotional connection tends to exit stage right because it doesn't feel real. Look at a wedding day as real life because it is real life, and real life is messy, it's imperfect, it's unscripted, and it's through those imperfections that make it real, that make it beautiful, that make it relatable. So if we can approach the wedding day through this relatable lens, we can have a much better chance of producing a more authentic and genuine product. Because when we try to navigate the wedding day through this perfect and spotless lens, it becomes easy to miss what's real and what's not. But speaking of capturing life in a genuine way, it also helps having music that caters to the emotion of your story in an authentic way. Gone are the days where we spend hours, days, weeks, months, dear Lord, I hope not years, searching for the perfect song for our films. And thanks to MusicBed and their new innovative AI tool, Search by Song, finding the right songs have never been easier. Simply type in any song or artist and instantly get hundreds of similar songs ready to transform your film. MusicBed's powerful platform has been my go-to trusted source for helping me create my wedding films and is by far the ultimate solution for wedding filmmakers. Click the link in the description below to get a 14-day free trial, switch to MusicBed, and create an unforgettable film that your couples deserve. So let's talk about frame rates for a second. When I first got started, I would mix frame rates on the wedding day, filming most of the audio-driven moments in 24 frames per second, and then the supporting B-roll moments like prep, getting ready, portraits, dancing, all in 60. The drawbacks to this and what would end up happening religiously is I would forget to switch frame rates during pivotal moments where I knew that I wanted to either slow them down or capture them in real time. Wedding days, they get hectic, you're running around, you lose your train of thought from time to time, which leaves you super frustrated later on in the editing room. So then that is why I decided to just film everything in 60 to make my life of capturing weddings so much easier. But filming in 24 versus 60, personally, I think it's all a style choice, and there is a feeling that can be conveyed through both. Both of them certainly have their benefits. I always say if your brides can't tell the difference and you feel happy with the end result, then just keep doing what you're doing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if you are just starting out, if you are brand new to weddings, I would recommend filming in 60 because there is a sense of insurance that comes with filming in 60 frames per second. If you have shaky footage and you need to tighten it up, slowing down your footage with 60 frames per second can help you do that. If you are working with a photographer that is very erratic and jumping from moment to moment and only allowing you to capture 2 to 3 shots for your couple, and you're not sure how to navigate that environment just yet, then 60 frames per second can literally save your film. And then of course, if you want to let moments breathe and create emotional effect, then obviously being able to slow down your footage is gonna help you create that feeling. It's just a matter of finding a balance within your end product and making sure that you are using this effect in a very thoughtful and intentional way. So when it comes to slowing down your footage within your edit, here are some recommendations that I feel can help you elevate your films. Number 1, use sparingly. Reserve slow motion for the most impactful moments to avoid overuse and diluting the effectiveness of it. Number 2, to build anticipation and heighten the emotion within a scene. And the last is to create more distance within a moment and letting that moment breathe. If slow motion can help you enhance the feeling and caters to the overall message that you're trying to convey in an authentic tone, then that's when you should use it. But if you're just using it to manufacture drama, that's when you should not use it. Slow motion is certainly a trend, and with all trends, they come, they go, they come back again. And there will always be an audience who wants that specific type of film. And we always want to put our couple's goals before our own desires. But the main goal is to get better at our craft, to elevate our storytelling so that our perceived value increases. That way, when couples come to you and watch your films, they see this beautifully, authentically made film that represents a real wedding, a real day in someone's life, and doesn't feel generic, it doesn't feel artificial, and it allows them to truly connect on a deeper emotional level. Remember, slowing down every single shot just to create drama removes the emotional weight from the day and creates a very disingenuous tone. What we are seeing play out in real time is couples are valuing more and more authentic moments. And a lot of the filmmakers in the top 1% know how to balance these techniques really well and know how to create truly authentically made films. So in conclusion, when it comes to slow motion in wedding films, there is a deeper ideology behind it all. And I'm not saying that all slow motion is bad. I'm not even saying that those films that use slow motion in every single frame are bad, because I get it. Every style is valid. Every style deserves to be created in a way that's truly serving the artist and the person that it's for. As long as you're serving them and as long as it's serving you from an artistic perspective and bringing you joy in your life, then I don't think we should try to take that away from somebody simply because we have our own ideals and opinions on how a wedding film should be captured and how it should be edited. I am simply just offering one filmmaker's perspective on how I feel that we can elevate our perceived value as an industry, how we can get better at our craft so that the next filmmaker coming into the industry has a much better idea of how they do want to capture wedding films, and what's gonna inspire really the next generation of wedding filmmakers in the industry. Because at the end of the day, we are serving people and they're hiring you for a specific look and feel that only you can provide. These discussions are super subjective, but important to talk about to help push us forward as an industry so that we can get better at creating more authentic films that truly leave a powerful impact in our couples' lives. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you found this valuable and helpful in some way. If you did, it would mean so much if you consider liking and subscribing. Drop a comment below, and until next time, keep creating and telling beautiful stories. Peace.